It is now mid-morning. We're just trucking along through the day. Full 24-hour circuit. And everyone is showing. Everyone has already arrived at work at Pullman Wrought factory in town. Specifically, the foreman of the factory, Archer Rhondo. I think now is a fair time for you to describe what your character looks like.
Yes. So,
and what he's doing here.
Archer, like I said before, Earth Genasi. Tall, but not as tall as Hugh. Probably about, I think 6'5". Large built like his father, but not as big. The thing that really stands out the most is his gem-like, what should be hair and facial hair. He has like jutting pieces of dark red and also like pinkish gems just kind of sticking out from his head. Not too tall, like on the shorter side, because he does chisel it to keep it short. His what would be a beard is also like a beard of gems that's short, not too like a traditional type of beard, but covers, like his face. He's wearing what is a still kind of blue collar, but still, like, being a foreman, less having to work on the floor, so he is more dressed in like dark jeans, blue shirt with like a little what do you call it? Little like pocket for his pens. There is
a pocket protector.
Not a pocket protector. I don't know if there is any.
They're made of leather.
There's also a noticeable notebook sticking out from his pants. There's also parts of his body, not too many, maybe like 2 or 3, where you see gems also sticking out from his clothes. Stuff that he can like also chisel down, but maybe just a little too lazy, so it's torn through some of its clothing. So yeah, and it has like a little bit lighter red skin, with the highlights of pink gems.
As you're punching clock punching.
Sure.
Punching
the clock.
Punching the clock. Yes. As you are, as you punch in at the factory, you do see one of the night shift, who is normally getting off at this time anyway. Tobias Summerbeam, dark skin drow elf man, just booking it out of the factory. You know his shift is off, but you see him absolutely running out of the factory.
Whoa, Tobias, everything all right?
He stops, turns. Sorry, cave in at the. Got it. Tobi, gotta go, and he books it out.
All right. Let me know if you need anything. As I call out to him.
Right. He's already gone. And you do see, like, most people are leaving anyway, and he would be leaving, but you hadn't heard about the cave-in because you had enough to deal with last night.
Well, now, remind me, what shift does my brother take? Does Craig take?
Second one. So evening shift.
Evening shift.
Yeah, so he wouldn't be working the third shift either.
Okay. I am, like, my knee-jerk reaction is running after him because there are people in danger and I could help them. And then I am reminded, as I've just punched in my clock, I am at work now and I am on company time, and I need to do my job, but maybe I could find a way to help out in some way.
Sure.
So my mind's in 2 worlds right now.
It's not just you. it's a small town, but there are people who are helping with the cave in and help at the mine, and there are people who are coming into work. It's like you're not the only one punching in right now. There's a full 8-hour shift of everyone filing in for their jobs. You see lots of people you're familiar with. There's your friend Gunther is already there and getting to work. You see Glenn Crimmins, who's like a young boy but coming up, young man, but he's coming up through quickly, making a good name for himself. Everyone's getting to work. Your section of the factory processing has been churning all night, separating anthracite from rock, and so the machine keeps turning.
Okay. I'm gonna head over to I believe I have. Do I have an office?
You have an office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Overlooking the section of the plant factory.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. First step is to go in there.
As you walk up, you see there is already someone waiting for you. Yep.
Okay. Who's waiting for me?
Faena Jones, who is your boss's secretary.
I walk up. Not even having coffee yet. Hello, Faena. How can I help you this morning?
Hi, Rhondo.
Hi.
Mr. Wrought wants to talk to you. I'm sure it's all good.
Can it wait, or is this urgent?
I would not want to keep him waiting, because it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
It'd probably be a quick talk if you want to get coffee afterwards, but he's been here for 3 hours.
All right. You tell him I'm on my way.
I will let him know. She slowly turns and walks off.
This tortured woman.
I'm just gonna drop off my lunch, my maybe a couple papers, and writing down some quick notes of maybe some people to talk to help out for the mine collapse. Maybe talking about a quick shifts, maybe like dinner and stuff to be brought forward. I have no idea what's happened yet, so I'm assuming people need to start bringing rubble and stuff out.
Real quick, give me a history check.
That's a 18.
Stellar. You know that plenty of folks here. You know that Margaret, who works in the factory, you know that her brother works third shift at the mine. So if you want to talk to her to get some more information, you can do that. You also know that there's plenty of folks whose children are working at the factory, like all the little red-headed kids who are always running around doing machine repairs, who you can redelegate and reallocate them to doing a little bit of community service when things are slow on repairs. That's not going to be a problem for you. This is all stuff that you handle regularly, whether it's day-to-day shifts taking care of the people of town, or whether it is emergency catastrophes like when things go bad in the mines.
Okay.
So all of that you can handle, no problem. You call up a few folks, hand out some assignments, and in very short order, you've got already a pretty significant force moving to help the people who were in the mine.
And then, I will go talk to my boss.
You walk up the steps to the office of Pullman Wrought. The office doesn't need to be higher than everyone else. It was just built that way. It could easily be on the same level, but you know for a fact that they built a platform 4 feet higher than everyone else's office, just so his desk was higher.
Use that space for so many other things.
As you walk up the steps and enter, and there is Pullman Wrought, a wiry, thin man in a crisp gray suit who stares at you with a biggest grin. Rhondo, my friend, one of my favorite people to be around.
Oh, good morning.
Good
Wasteland.
morning.
I heard you want to talk to me. You're here
Yes.
so early.
Rhondo, things have come down from on high with the family,
Sure.
That there's some things we got to talk about here at the office.
Okay.
Have a seat. Do you want a drink?
You know what? I'm fine.
Don't mind if I do. And you see he pours himself a whiskey, a large whiskey, closes the bottle, puts it back, and do you have a seat?
Yeah, I'll take a seat.
Okay. He doesn't. He leans against his desk, trying to appear as amiable as perhaps he knows how. Says, so, we've been suffering a bit in the profits margin, largely due to some concerns with the mine.
Uh-huh. Some concerns. By that you mean safety?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the thing. The safety has always been a concern, but what I asked you in here to talk about today is, tell me, how long did you work in the mines, Rhondo?
Well, I started working there when I was a young lad.
Right. You're familiar.
I'm very familiar with the mines.
Familiar with, yeah.
It runs in the family.
It's a dark place.
You talking literally?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, it is a dark place.
How I want your personal opinion as my best factory manager.
Okay.
What do you think the lifespan of that mine is?
How much longer?
Yeah, do you think how much, just between you and me, if we were to have just a discussion hypothetically about the length of time that mine is useful to us?
Do I know generally how long?
Give me your choice of history or insight.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, let's do insight, but that's only an 8.
You would have no idea, one, how long this mine is supposed to last, but the bigger concern is why he's asking this.
Yeah, my gut instinct is bad for someone asking how long the mine which the town survives off of will last. So I myself don't really know, so I'll be like, I don't know, for another good long while, I assume. It's been there.
Give me a persuasion check. Or deception, whichever you think is more appropriate.
Oh, well, I'll do persuasion. I mean, you told me I don't really know, so
That's fair.
I'm gonna go off of that.
That's fair.
Love natural 20 right now. Just saying.
Oh.
Okay.
That's
Is
cocked.
that cocked?
That's cocked.
That's
I
cocked.
can tell from here that
Do
it's
you
cocked.
want?
No.
No, it's cocked.
Use the table.
I can't see.
I
it
can
from
tell
here.
It's
from
a
here that it's
natural
cocked.
one, but it's
it's
a cocked
cocked.
natural
I'm
one.
gonna use a table.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, roll on the table.
Okay.
Not better.
well,
not that
not
much
much
better.
It's not a
It's
natural
not.
one.
That's a 9,
Okay.
Okay.
but it's not a 1. What's wrong with you?
Roll the 20 right there. I know.
He gives you a long, hard look. That's why I like you, Rhondo. Always looking out for the people. You're a good man.
That's why you hired me.
It is why I hired you. I need you to do something for me. We are slowing on product. And I don't like that, the way that makes me look. to the bosses. Especially because you know what we're not running out of, Rhondo? Lumber. And the last thing I need is to hear from the man up top that Kairos Pullman is doing better in their side of the factory than we are. Because that makes me look bad. And when I look bad, we all look bad. You get me?
I completely understand, and we are pulling as much weight as we can here. Some people do double shifts, and we got others doing overtime, and we're putting out some great output.
I understand that, but the problem is the input. And as the input withers, the output does too. So what we're gonna need here is to figure out where we can get more anathracite, Rhondo. Because if the mine dries up, so does the factory.
Oh, I understand completely what you're saying.
I want you to think about this.
Alright.
In the meantime, we're gonna need to get as much turnout as we can for the time being. So I'm gonna need you to tell all your boys that we're gonna need them to work the Germaning tomorrow.
This is where Rhondo kind of like sits up a bit. During the Germaning.
It's important that we keep up output. The machine keeps turning.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't stop for a festival. The machine keeps turning. People keep buying. The war hasn't stopped. And if the war doesn't stop, Kairos keeps working. We can't fall behind. You get me?
And Kairos' men are working through the Germaning too?
Kairos' men don't have to. Their output hasn't changed.
Well, we were just talking about input, right? Not getting enough.
It's true.
I heard recently the mine collapsed. I'm not sure how much of it, but that means we're getting less input. If I bring in my men tomorrow to work that, you're just paying them without much for them to do. That does not seem good for the bottom line, right?
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
That was really good. That was really good. Boom.
Okay, we're gonna on the table. On the table. That's the first one. That's bad.
No,
that looks low.
Do better.
That's the second.
What is it? What is it?
That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Table.
Yeah.
Table. Persuasion for 24.
Table has good vibes.
Table has good vibes.
Good table.
Good. All right, Rhondo. I see your point, but here's my concern. In the long run, we're gonna suffer no matter what, and I am trying to make us look good in the short run.
Understandable. I understand that. Yeah.
I don't want to pay people to do nothing. That obviously makes me look bad, which makes you look bad, which makes we all look bad.
I don't want to look bad, no.
Here's the thing. Your men can have the Germaning off. But I'm gonna need to see a hard turnaround the day after. And I'm gonna need you to put your best minds on what we're gonna do if we don't have a mine. You get me?
I understand that. Can I offer you another option too? Aside from having them come in tomorrow, how about they work overtime tonight? It would be about the same, maybe even less. You're not paying them a full day work, maybe 4 extra hours, and they are finishing up the output of finishing up what we currently have, getting a jump start.
I like the idea that we could jump ahead. All right, you call your men in tonight, and they can have the holiday off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now that was a good idea on your end.
Don't push it. All right, I'll see you, I guess, at the festival tomorrow.
Yeah, happy to see you there.
Well, and he like takes a big swig of the entire glass of whiskey, puts it down, and goes,
You want me to ask
The Faena?
Faena to bring some coffee for that, to like...
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, coffee. Good.
Yeah.
Yes. I have... Rhondo, I got to work so early this morning.
I heard 3 hours ago.
My God.
That's crazy.
It's, you're right, you don't have that here. My godless.
Yeah.
It's a rough time for the company, Rhondo. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand your plight. Rough time for you, rough time for all of us. I get it.
It's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's why I'm here.
And he goes and like sits back at his desk. Yes, have the Faena send some coffee in. Yes, good. And he like starts going through. As you're leaving, give me a perception check. Sure.
I'm scared of him.
No, it's back, but that's perception 5.
You're leaving and he's he realizes just in time that he left something out and pushes a folder to cover it.
Okay.
You see yourself out and you successfully manage to ensure that none of your men have to work the holiday tomorrow.
Rhondo is so proud in this moment, just like so happy. I'm gonna like turn to Faena and say, I think he asked if he wants some. I think he wants some coffee, but you should probably take a little bit extra time for yourself if you have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Did it go well?
Yeah, it went pretty well.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing all right. It's okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, coffee. You got it. Thanks, Rhondo.
Yeah, no problem. Just
Okay.
take care of yourself.
You too.
Okay.
And you see, like, a weight lifted from her shoulders. She heads to go to the coffee pot. It's not even a break room. It's literally just at the end of the hall.
Yeah.
Faena.
Whoa.
Oh, yes. You have spent the last hour dragging this body up from the river.
No one did anything.
Remember,
No one in
you're
town.
not in town yet.
Well, I guess I'm outside of town, but still, no one walked by and did
Give me a
anything.
persuasion check.
Hey, who's that girl over there pulling that body?
Yeah, exactly. No one came by and did anything. 3.
As you're pulling this figure through the woods for the most part and along the edge of town, you do see like a couple people in the distance. What's your passive perception?
12.
That's good enough to hear you in the distance. Hey, is that? We gotta get to work. And they continue along. You don't see a lot of people because it's like early enough in the day that most people are just now getting to work rather than traveling back and forth. But as you do pull him or them up to the apothecary and drag there, and I will reiterate in case it wasn't clear from earlier, naked body up into the apothecary, naked and bruised and just like soaking wet. You drag them up to the steps of the apothecary, which is has 4 steps up and built on like a little bit of stilts to keep any water from causing them any serious floor troubles. And you knock on the door. I am coming, my goodness. And like a moment later the door swings open, and you see Maeve Longfellow, who is the local witch woman basically. She's got her hair tied back in bright curly hair, tied back in a crocheted scarf, and she has a filthy leather apron on over her dress, and she sees you, goes, "Hi, Faena.
Hi.
What's going on?"
Faena just drags the body into the door.
Oh my God!
I found this person in by the river, and I wasn't doing anything. I swear. I don't tell my mother. But I found them, and they seem to still have a heartbeat, but I'm not sure they're alive. But I think they're alive. But can you do something?
All right. Get them in. grabs them by the arm. Help me. Grab the legs. And help between the two of you, you're able to more succinctly lift them and carry this person in. And as you do, you see a couple people about your age. One, the local tiefling girl, and two young men who are covered in dirty like dirt and dust and stuff from the mines.
It's been an eventful day in the river.
They weren't in the river. Yeah.
Please don't look like this fella.
I don't want to talk about it at all.
And next to them, someone you do recognize, because everyone recognizes Dakota Rigby, who is conscious, but is like holding a blood-soaked rag to his nose.
You okay?
Physically, I'm fine. My bank account, not so great today.
Same.
Took all the magic I got to get out, and I'm not getting paid. And it's just like blood cloth to his nose.
Yeah, thanks again.
Not your fault. Shit happens.
Maeve. So, this body.
Between the two of you, you're able to actually like lift the person up and.
No, I know. She just wants more attention for the body than she does for
Oh,
anyone
I
else.
got you. Yeah. So it's all you guys get them on the table, and she's like, "Yep, I've got it. Relax."
You're not gonna tell my mother, right?
Have I told your mother anything else?
Well, what?
As long as you're not in danger now, you're fine. Are you in danger now? Are you in danger now? Faena, are you in danger now?
I don't think so.
Persuasion or deception, whichever you think is more appropriate. Against me.
It's a natural one. It doesn't even matter. It would be a 0 if it was.
Kirk. No, wait. I can show you all this.
Oh.
Natural 1.
Nat 1 be Nat 1. That's a new one for me.
Amazing.
Wild.
Tobi, Mikey, Celestar, and Dakota all look at you and go, "It's full of shit." And Maeve looks you dead in the eye and goes, "All right." Let's check this fellow. What happened? What this person? Where'd you find them?
On the riverbank, and they're hot, but they should be cold.
They are hot. They are so. Why are they there? Okay, hold. Here, and she hands you a notepad and a pencil. It's like, take notes. I have too much to do. Okay. And she starts going through and like checking. The person is like genuinely like as she's checking their body, like poking and like prodding. Like yes, like all those colors, like their entire body from head to toe is bruises and scars. And you see as she like moves one of the arms, the flesh under the arm tears open. She's like, okay, putting that back, and immediately grabs a needle to start stitching. The needle goes in, and the pain wakes you up. Okay, calm down. It's okay. Okay, well, that was enough. Breathe. You have a very big wound under your arm, and I'm going to repair it. You are covered in pain. That's all you feel. And this woman who you don't know trying to be like, breathe, calm down. Looking around, you see...
Water.
Yes, water. Yes, I will get you water. You are bleeding from under the arm. I'm going to patch that very quickly. I'm just gonna here, and she like pulls out a bunch of gauze and pushes it onto the underarm of this person. Hold this in place. I'm gonna get you some water. Tobi, water, please. Go get some water.
Okay.
There's a glass like right, very easy, like
Yeah.
what she for her patients.
And Faena just whispers, "I'm so glad you're alive."
Okay, and then
same.
I hand you the water or hand.
So Maeve,
Yeah.
Maeve's like, okay, here, stay. She like props your head up just barely and like sip, slowly.
Don't move that arm too much.
Okay. You and the others saw Faena bring in this enormous person. And under the bruises and scars, it's just muscle. Like not 0% body fat, like dehydration muscle, like skin vacuum formed to the figure. They look rough and awful as like they are now bleeding from under the arm. And Faena desperately trying to like pad this. You're okay. You're okay.
I reach out and just grab Faena's skirts.
Okay.
Pull them onto me because I am not wearing anything.
You want a blanket?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please stop pulling at me.
Okay, yes, hold on.
We've all seen it.
You hold this in place and goes and grabs a blanket and pulls it like on to like wraps. Okay, I'm gonna
Faena
leave.
just ruffles her skirt, like trying to get all the blood and dirt off of it.
I'm not gonna let all the way go.
It's okay. It's okay. What's your name?
What's my name?
I don't know. What's your name?
I thought you knew me.
No, you're on a river.
How do you know how you ended up in the river?
No.
Cool. Great. Okay. Awesome.
Can you please let go of my skirt?
They let go and just pull the blanket all the way up.
Okay, we're gonna hold on that. Here, can you do me a favor? And now, like, as soon as you let go, like, Maeve went and applied pressure under the arm. Okay, can you here? And they take your arm. She takes your arm and like puts your hand under, like, hold that. Apply pressure.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna take some fixing.
Okay.
Okay. Faena here. This is Faena. She found you in
Hi.
the river.
Hi.
Hi.
You were.
Hi, person.
Yes.
Hi, person.
Hi, Faena.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, I guess.
Nice to meet you too.
She found
Person.
you in the river. You were unconscious and are very injured. Know how we ended up in the river?
No.
What about before the river?
No.
Great.
No. Nothing.
Great. Okay. Wonderful.
Maybe we should tell my mother.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tell somebody. Okay, wonderful. Here, the gauze is just soaked with blood, and just like, here, I'm gonna just, and she grabs like a fresh pad and like takes like, okay, and she takes the gauze away and goes, oh, what? It is healed. There's a vicious scar, but it's healed.
Maeve.
Yeah, not me. Not gonna take credit for that one. Hi. Here.
Why is everyone
Here.
looking at me like that?
She hands you a glass of water.
I'm gonna sit up.
I need 2 seconds. She like, walks over to her desk, starts like writing stuff down.
I'm gonna sit up and like back up as much as I can to like have my back as flat against the headboard or wall or whatever the heck
It's
is
the
behind
table,
me.
but
the
it's against
table,
the wall.
whatever is behind me. I want to see everything.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be able to have no one come behind me.
Tobi, what are you doing?
I'm just observing. I'm like, what the fuck is going on today? I can't deal with this. What? I mean,
Dakota next to you. Bloody rag under
yeah.
Oh, right. I don't even know. This is bloody bonkers.
No, literally.
Did you do that?
Do what?
The
No,
arm?
not me.
I don't even think he has enough energy for that.
I don't. I am spent for the night. I need to sleep real bad.
Do you know if you are magic?
I don't really know what that means.
What? How much do you know?
Do you speak
I don't know.
commerce?
What?
Do you speak commerce?
I just look over at this frivolously scribbling Maeve and just confused.
You don't know anything at all.
I think her head
I
is
know
not
that that's
on
probably
straight.
rude.
Okay. Oh, that's not what I meant. I mean, you just don't remember anything from any time at all?
No.
But you can speak?
Well, yeah. I don't know.
Okay, so you know commerce.
I don't know what that means.
That's the language.
Cool. Good for you.
That's what you're speaking!
Great.
Oh my gosh. Faena just goes towards Maeve, is a little bit frustrated and, like, needs to take a
See,
moment.
Maeve has scrawled on this paper a stupid amount of notes in a very short time, and none of them are complete sentences.
Great. Faena does not care, she just needs to get away.
It's full of, it's like amnesia, river, it's like where from, Dr. Cad, and then Dr. Cad is just scratched out.
Obviously.
Yes. She looks at her, you goes, I need to talk to someone about this. Someone needs to inform someone. This is not my area. I heal broken bones. I don't pull amnesiacs out of
broken?
rivers. It's a person.
Again, think that's
Person
rude.
is broken.
They are broken.
I'm fine.
Apparently, shit.
But the bruises and the
What?
blood and
And I don't know. But again,
there's clearly some psychic damage.
Yeah, that's what amnesia is.
Yeah.
I know. I don't treat amnesia, Faena.
But
Hi. Again.
hi again.
I don't know what to do about your situation. Are you
That
okay?
That makes two of us. And I think so?
You, give me an insight check
I'm gonna roll a dice and you're gonna tell me what it means.
for yourself.
14.
14. That's good enough.
Okay.
You're like, am I okay? Oh my god, I'm in so much pain.
Uh-huh. I mean,
Your whole body hurts.
Yep. I mean, you said you could heal broken bones. How about just, like, anything for the... Ow.
Where is the owl?
Yes.
Okay.
Everywhere. Ow.
Everywhere. Ow. Is the topic surface pain, undersurface pain in your muscles, on your skin? Tell me if I say a word you don't know. In your bones.
I guess.
In your stomach?
I mean, I think my stomach's fine.
Okay, that's a start.
That's good.
Cool, great. I'm going to give you some of this, and you see she pull just bottles of powders and vials of liquids and all manner of things, and she's like,
Oh, by the way, I have a little freeze burn here. Do you have anything for that?
freezer? You have
Something
frostbite.
cold. Yes.
In the cycle of the hollowback, this close to the Germaning, you have frostbite?
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
Yeah. Yeah, Faena, how'd you get that?
I touched something in the forest.
What'd you touch?
I don't know.
Hey, look, we have something in common.
Shut up!
Okay. No. We're going to be nice to the new person in town, or I will tell your mother.
I think we're telling my mother anyway!
Yeah, probably. You got frostbite.
No, I think that this person is going home with me.
I
That's
don't...
very forward.
I know.
Do
Take
you
take
have
them
a
out on
home?
a date first.
I don't know.
Do you know if you have a home?
I just answered that question.
Exactly.
pours so much powder into a paper envelope, folds it up, and goes, "This is for you. This is going to help with the pain. Take a spoonful." I want to say when you feel pain, but I feel like that might be too much.
Do you have a spoon?
Oh, fair.
Follow-up question. Do you maybe have some pants I could borrow?
That's a fair question.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable looking at them like this.
They're wearing a blanket.
Well,
Maeve.
Does it cover all of me?
Maeve looks. No. It covers most of you, but like if you were lying in a bed, nope. Maeve, and again, Maeve looks at you. Maeve is a 5'4" half-elven woman who goes. Short answer is no. I don't have any clothes that would fit you.
Yes, we're telling my mother.
Great.
I'm bringing it home.
Stellar.
I don't like your tone.
I think it's kind of funny.
I mean, I don't hate your words, but your tone isn't my favorite. All right.
And Faena just
takes a spoonful. Just. Ew.
Now that we've reached the morning, what is Faedan up to?
God.
I'm opening the bar.
Great.
I'm opening. I'm.
What does Faedan's morning routine normally consist of?
Wake up. Start the coffee. Debate over a shot of whiskey. Shot of whiskey. Coffee. Straight to the bar to open up. Flipping over chairs off the table. Wiping things down that maybe didn't get wiped down last night. Doing all of these menial tasks over and over and over again that he's done for 6 years basically. But today, he's thinking about what the hell was in that water while he's doing so.
Your regular patrons normally don't show up until mid-afternoon. Though as you set things up and take down the stools, you do look out the window and see Jeremiah just looking over going and keeps walking. It's a quiet morning, but go ahead and give me a history check. Six. What's in your books? You might think that there's something there that might give you some insight, except that you've read them 1,000 freaking times. Shipment's not meant to come in for another few days, but who knows? There's always the local bookstore.
Okay.
Where you might find more information about what happened in the cave.
Got it. Okay.
It's up to you. You have a business to run.
I'll open the bar, unlock the door, let Jeremiah in.
As soon as you open the door, Jeremiah is like, "Thank God it was such a long night. I got to home so early. It was like 2. Do you have any whiskey?"
Of course I have whiskey.
Marvelous. I would love it. And he goes and sits at the bar and just like waits as you continue opening the rest of it.
I think I pour him a small glass of whiskey while I'm still opening stuff, still cleaning things. Mm-hmm. But just to get him started, might as well, you know.
Great. Yep. He doesn't quite shoot it. He's not that drunk, but he does take a sip and he's like, "Who drinks coffee anyway?" That's a weird thing, right? Bean water?
It's not.
It's weird, right?
When you put it that way, it's kind of weird, but I enjoy a good cup.
Sips his whiskey. The day goes on without much change from the usual. It's your customers come in. Did you describe your bar earlier? I don't think you did. Would you like to describe The Last Wish?
The Last Wish is not necessarily your typical bar, but it's not that much different. There's a few tables and chairs outside, a picnic table maybe. It's basically run out of the backside, or the backside of my house, or the front side, depending on which way you enter, I guess. There's your typical bar that I built myself, with a bar top, all the bottles behind. Right in front of me is wood. Right behind me is all the bottles. Normal bar. There's about, I want to say there's like 8 or 9 tables in total. It's not a huge place. It's very much an empty sort of living room, essentially. I've walled off part of my house so that no one can get back there, locked it up, all that stuff. But it's just a tiny little hole in the wall that is meant to replace all the other. I think there's only 3 other bars in town, or 2 other.
There are
bars?
only 3 other bars.
Okay,
yeah.
There's 3 other bars in town, and it's meant to sort of like be a little bit more homey and inviting. No pun intended, but that's kind of what it is. So nothing huge, nothing to write home about.
Oh, and what does Faedan look like?
Faedan is a medium build, half elven man. He's got dark gray hair.
Which I think you today start to realize that you haven't gotten a haircut in like 3 months.
It's a bit shaggy, yes.
Yeah.
My hair is a bit shaggy. It covers most of the points of my ears, which is something that I kind of like. Never really liked the points of my ears for whatever reason. White shirt, Henley shirt with some leather suspenders, normal khaki slacks, no big deal. That's what Faedan always wears, is the white shirt with the leather. If he's wearing anything else, it's either cold, so he put on a duster, or he's going to something special. He does not wear anything different than his work boots and his normal attire of the white Henley and suspenders and slacks. He's got a scar on his lip that he won't tell you what it's from, and that's about it.
I think about midday through the afternoon is when you start to realize that your hair has gotten a little long, and maybe it's time to handle that, or Jeremiah is going to start giving you a weird look.
All right. I don't know if I can trust Jeremiah if I can convince him to leave.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. 12.
12?
Yeah.
Sure. What do you say to Jeremiah to get him to leave?
Jeremiah, look. I know I had a hard time getting you out of here last night, and I don't know if you remember, but I remember.
Faedan, I have never given you a hard time
Every
in my life.
Every time.
You're my best friend.
Jeremiah, listen. It's not a problem, but I need to be able to trust you. I have to go get my haircut, man. I really...
My God. Man, you look like a willow tree.
Hey, this is exactly why.
You look like one of those dogs that herd sheep.
I have...
What are they called? I don't remember.
Sheepdog. It's a sheepdog.
You look
No,
like...
it's not a sheepdog,
You look like...
but the whole point... Okay, listen.
What?
I just need to get my haircut.
Yeah.
And I need to be able to trust you with the love of your life behind me on the wall. You need to stay calm for 20 minutes. It's all it should take. It's about 20 minutes.
Do I have to leave?
You don't have to leave, but I need to be able to trust you with all of these temptations behind me.
You got it.
He's gone.
Okay.
Yup.
Deep breath as I walk out of the bar, looking over my shoulder, not any less than 3 to 5 times.
on the 4th time you hear 20 minutes. And you close up with Jeremiah holding down the fort. Suzette Berry is the town barber and dentist. And she lives down the street. It's pretty easy to go and get that taken care of. And she just loves it when you show up because she gets to talk and you don't talk back normally.
That's me.
It's like, let me ask, have you heard of this thing that they're making now called gin? It's something that they make out of berries. They put it in the tub. Do you make alcohol in your bathtub? That would be insane to put it in your bathtub. Why would you put, like, because I know that it's a big tub, but you can buy a tub for not that much money, and then you don't have to bathe in the gin. I guess if you bathe in the gin, you get really drunk a whole lot faster because then it would like go in through your pores. Can you get alcohol through your Faedan? Can you get alcohol through your pores?
You can't theoretically.
You
yes,
can.
You would soak it in.
Oh my god! What if we had a river that was just gin? Then you could go swimming in the river. And Faedan, what is this? Did you get a tattoo? You see she's like digging, like cutting through like the back of your hair. And, like there's like a tattoo like right here. Have you had this the whole time? I've never seen this. That is wild. I've been wanting to get a tattoo.
I didn't get a tattoo.
My aunt said, what?
I didn't get a tattoo. Why would I get a tattoo on the back of my head?
It's right here.
I understand. I can't see. Can you show? Like, you have a mirror? Can you show me like a?
Yeah, look here. And she like pulls up a handheld mirror and another handheld mirror, and she's like doing. Hold on. Hold this one.
Okay.
Hold this one.
Got it.
And she like pushes your hair away so you can see it, and like it's a little difficult to see, but sure enough, as the hair does that like weird thing where like it fans out as she moves her hand, you can see like. Not a good look, but you can see there's ink on the back of your head.
Can I make out what it is? It just
Give
looks like lines.
me a history or arcana check.
It's 18.
18?
Yeah.
Did you roll that one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw the one on the other one. And I was like, and you said 18. I was like, what?
That's an 18. Don't look at the other.
With an 18, what it means foreign to you. What it is, that's arcane. That's magic. That's a magic symbol tattooed on the back of your head.
Okay.
When did you get a tattoo, Faedan?
I can't.
That's wild because I want to get a tattoo and everyone tells me that I'm not allowed to get a tattoo because I'm going to regret it later. And
no, hold on. Do you know what this means? Do you know what that is? Like, is it like
it's a tattoo?
Is it something you recognize? I don't know what that. I don't know what it is.
Shiny. It's cool looking. Like, if it were me, I would go for, like, text-based. Something that means something to the heart.
Right.
But, like, I mean, it's cool. Like, it looks nice.
But why would it be on the back of... Is that...
I don't know. It's not my tattoo.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
That's not where I'd get it.
That's not... What would you get?
There's a poem by Harleen.
That's okay.
And...
So, do you have any idea what any of this means? I can't... I know that it's got to be magical somehow, right? It's got to be like a... Just appeared on the back of my head.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah, it's...
You don't know anything, do you?
I have no idea, Faedan. You got a tattoo. You just asked me if it was magic?
It looks like magic to me. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay.
I trust you. You're smart.
I've read some books, but I'm not enough to know what this is.
Go talk to the wizards then.
Are you done with the...
No, you got like 10 more minutes. Okay. Because that's wild that you just ended up with a tattoo.
Yeah.
You know, one time I fell asleep and I woke up and my hair was completely different, but that's because my sister had cut it while I was sleeping and she just keeps talking through the rest of the haircut. Tobi. Eventually you are allowed to leave and they clear you. Where do you go? You don't have to go back to work, by the way.
Yeah,
well, it's the middle of the day. You don't work.
I'm exhausted. I just want to go home.
Okay, because that's as soon as like you're like cool. I'm like walking out the door. Mm-hmm. Both of your parents are right there. Your father, in his silk scarf and silk kerchief around his hair, just like sees you and immediately like runs and like throws his arms around you. Your mother, Tony, who is this broad, imposing half-orc woman or orcish woman, hair pulled back in like long dreadlocks and her teeth, her tusks like polished to a shine, walks up to you and goes, "I thought I'd lost you. You gotta be so careful in the mines. Oh my god!" And she like throws her arms around both you and your father and picks you both up. She's like, "Oh my god, my baby girl."
I don't want to go, man. I don't want you to do that. I don't want
Okay,
you to do this
and she
every day.
walks back to your house and doesn't put either of you down. They settle in, and like your father immediately is making tea for everyone, and like both of them are just like, "You don't have to go back there. We'll figure out a job for you somewhere else, doing something else. I promise. You don't have to go back into the mines," knowing full well that your mother works in the mines.
Yeah, no, for real.
You never have to do that again. I promise. Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know.
What do you need? What do you need? Okay, you
I
need
don't even
sleep.
wanna talk.
That's fine. You need sleep. We all need sleep. Your father worked a full shift. He just ain't going, "I am perfectly fine. It is okay." It's like, "No, you're not. None of us are okay. Tobi nearly died." And they like full on like force you to go to bed. And as your mother's like turning out the light, she goes, "Are you going to the Germaning tomorrow?"
Oh my god.
Mikey was asking.
I don't know. Everything has been so much. Maybe just to like get my mind off things, but
Okay.
do I have to make this decision now?
No, I just was trying to take your mind off of it.
Yeah.
I understand. So, you sleep, baby.
Okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Wait, before you go,
Yeah.
how did you feel after you were trapped in the mines?
It was the worst fucking experience of my life. And I didn't stop thinking about it for months. It's, it took a lot to shake it. It takes time. You weren't down there that long. Maybe it will be a little easier. I hope. You know, it's like you know, Bill says, life life is short. Could end it any day. You got to make the most of it. And sometimes it takes something like this to really give you the push you need. And maybe that's a bright side to something this terrifyingly shitty.
Yeah, it was so shitty.
Do you want me to leave the curtains open?
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, all your entire family has blackout curtains, and she just like opens them right fucking wide, so there's like full beam of sunlight coming in. Okay. Yeah. It's gonna be okay. If you need anything, just holler for me and your dad.
Wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I found down there, but there was like a metal hand and like teeth in the water.
Like a what?
Yeah, I don't know. It was just a metal hand and I rubbed up against teeth.
Baby girl, that sounds awful.
It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It was so scary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I like.
It's okay. You don't have to look at teeth ever again.
Okay. Thank you.
It's going to be okay. I love you.
I love you too, Mom.
It's going to be okay.
Mother of the Year.
Try to get some sleep.
Okay.
Okay. She like closes the door behind her, leaves it cracked. Okay. Walks away. It's like do you think that Tobi goes to, like falls asleep immediately?
No.
Because it's not too long before you hear like little from the window.
I like look out the window, or like no, I begrudgingly am like, oh my god, what now? And I sit up in my bed and I look out the window.
Just, I have to ask, is your bedroom on the first floor or second floor?
It's on the first floor.
Yeah, Celestar is like 10 feet away, just throwing pebbles. I thought this was more dramatic than just knocking.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Your mom scares me.
Oh my god, she's so nice. You should know this.
You got an intimidating figure.
Yeah, she's great.
I know she's really nice, but like when she's upset, like today, she's really scary. She just picked you up and walked off.
Yeah, but that's what she does. Anyway, what are you doing here?
It was really fucked up that like you almost died in the mine, and you know, if it weren't for P&W, we wouldn't even be in the fucking mines at all. And some of the boys and I are gonna take the power back. If you wanna come with.
Okay, get in here because we should not be talking about this.
Okay, yeah. Well, I thought it was dangerous.
Yeah,
but, like,
no.
I didn't want to just intrude.
Get inside
Okay,
now,
like,
now.
Climbs in through the window, just falls inward and topples in.
I'm like, shh. What?
Just the boys and I from a couple of the boys in the factory. They were talking about how things are bad lately, and that, you know, we were just thinking that maybe we showed P&W that this isn't their town, and so that it's our town. It's not P&W's town. Like, Mayor Gamlin wasn't put as mayor by P&W. You know, the Pentishire did that. This isn't, you know, they say it's a company town, but this was a town first. So we're gonna go to the factory and we're gonna, you know, shake some shit down.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not because you sound so lame.
Look, I'm trying to be tough.
Yeah.
To be a rebel, but the facts are real. Like, look,
Okay.
I'm new to this. I've never vandalized anything before, but I just want to do something, you know, important and not die in the mines like a person, just like a regular person.
Yeah. If I think that vandalizing things, what are you gonna do? Just like paint something, or are you gonna like?
I don't know. Just the figuring it out. We're gonna maybe, like, we were thinking about like taking some of the machines.
You want to take the what?
Well, you know, like, if there's no filters and none of the processing machines, then they can't, you know, they can't process the anathracite, and then they'll be forced to, like, close up and leave. Go fuck yourselves, right?
Where are we? There's so many things
We
happening.
haven't sorted it all out yet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you any more information
Okay.
if you're not in.
I like look.
That's a liability.
Toby looks around and looks through the crack in the door, and she like walks towards the door to see if like her parents are around to hear this plan.
Give me a stealth check.
Come on, table.
Table.
Damn it, table.
Aw.
Be nicer to the table.
No, literally.
Table likes your parents.
Yeah, apparently. 6.
Table wants you to be a good girl.
No, please, table. I almost died.
Don't be a rebel. Don't be a rebel.
Oh dear.
Oh, is this the table?
Was it a 4?
Does the table not like you either?
You slip by down the hallway. Combat boots not on? Cool. In your just socks, like slip down quietly as you can, avoiding all the soft parts of the floor that you know are gonna creak, and you poke your head around and see there's your mom in the bed. Just looks like she's not sleeping. She's got that eye mask on that she wears because you guys sleep in the middle of the day. And she's like, you see her tossing and turning, and like, I'm just worried about her. I'm just worried that she's gonna get into something one day in the mines and it's gonna fuck everything up, and she's gonna get hurt. And then you see, wrapped up in his sleeping bag hammock, with his own eye mask on, your father, just like suspended from the ceiling in his little hammock, go. Yes, I know, but we must let her be our own woman. It's gonna be okay. She's so strong.
Okay, then
Neither of them seems to notice you.
Perfect. Darn. Perfect. So I
Rolled a
tiptoe.
6 and a 1 for your parents.
Table that.
I know. Oh, thank you, table. Then I sneak back into my room, and I'm like, I'm in.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The whitest of high fives.
Later. Celestar is real white. Later that evening, Archer, you have come home. Day's over. Poor Cliff is still in that damn kitchen.
Did you have to start over?
What
happened?
And he doesn't say anything, but his eyes glance over, and you see on like the kitchen counter an absolutely smoldering cinder of a pie.
Oh.
It's like, and I had to go get more ingredients, including like the big one, because I didn't know it was gonna burn like that.
What happened? How long did you leave it in the oven?
I thought that you know how Susie makes those really good pumpkin pies, and she slow cooks them. So I thought if I cooked it slower, that it would I know it has to cook longer, and so I thought that would work on an apple pie. So I did that, and I didn't know it was. I did exactly what she said. She said 3.5 hours. So, but once I started smelling the smoke, I came and I got it, and it was. So
yeah.
You see, as he's rolling dough back out.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you found it before it burnt the house down.
Well, yeah.
I
mean, I wouldn't have. It wouldn't have gotten that far. I would have smelled it. I did.
You did smell it. Yeah,
I did.
Good job.
Yeah.
This stuff this happens. Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
What you need to know, baking is a exact science.
Well,
you gotta stick to the recipe.
Susie told me the recipe that she does it for 3.5 hours.
Were you talking about Susie's pumpkin pies or her?
For the pumpkin pies.
Yeah, no, this is apple. Apple's different.
But you can't slow cook an apple pie?
No.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna do. I just want it to be good, and the pumpkin pie is so good, and apples are better than pumpkins. So I thought it would be better if I did the same way with better ingredients.
That's I understand your reasoning. I see how you got from point A to point B, but the problem is, you were like, okay, so pumpkin, let me replace that with apple, but you then created an alternate path, and that went into the burnt pie you just made. So what you want to do, and then he goes over to the recipe he's gave to him, essentially.
Yeah.
He goes, you're gonna want to follow this step by step, and that will give you a good apple pie.
Okay. Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome. I'm sure it's gonna turn out great.
Yep.
He's gonna go over and he's gonna get the burnt pie and just somebody's gonna like to eat this. It won't go to waste.
Okay, so you're gonna keep it?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. We're just gonna like take it out back for our dog.
Oh yeah, okay. Excellent. What was the dog's name again?
Grumpy.
Grumpy. You take it to Grumpy, the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just granted, the pie is very large. Is a casserole dish pie.
He as much as he wants. I'm sure he has to dig through the burnt parts to get to the.
Also fair. You put it down in front of Grumpy, and you see he sniffs it for a moment and looks at you and goes,
Listen, if you don't want it, it's just gonna get thrown away.
just starts inhaling the pie, digging through it. At one point, picks up the center and just tosses it away and keeps digging at the rest of the filling.
Yeah.
Sugar is poisonous for dogs.
This is the worst of times.
Dogs can eat fruit.
Dogs
Yes,
can eat
but
apples.
if you put sugar in the
Hey,
apple
guess what?
pie, I know it's fantasy.
It's a fantasy
I'm aware.
We'll find out.
He might be a really hardy
Does
half-orc
the
dog.
dog need to roll a Constitution saving roll?
Grumpy looked quite smart, so he might just been like. Meh. I did give him a burnt pie.
He's one of those dogs that can eat fucking anything and be fine, like my sister-in-law's dog that ate a full tray of brownies.
Which is
Totally fine. You give the pie to Grumpy and go back in. And when you go back in, you hear a knock at the door.
I just got home. Okay, I'm gonna go open the door.
You go open the door, and it's Gunther.
Oh, Gunther, hi.
Hey! Tall ass Furbolg man.
Yeah.
Like trying. There's so many Furbolgs in this town. Everyone is so tall.
Everyone's tall in this town.
Yep. He's like, hey, Sloan said you had a rough day. So, and he literally just holds up like a little bucket full of beer. It's like, do you want to talk?
Yeah. Yeah. Come on in.
Great.
Let's crack one of those open.
Awesome. And he walks in. Sloan actually has dinner ready and has been expecting him to come by. So all of you are eating at the table before too long. It's like, so, I heard you had a talk with the boss today.
I did. Yeah. Kind of unexpected, but yeah, it was a lot of bad news coming down, from the top. Just trying to impress some people.
Yeah, is it about the mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What are we gonna do about that?
I'm thinking
Archer,
about
you
it.
can't put more stuff in the mine.
Well, listen.
Doesn't work that way.
You can always fudge some things here and there. No, I know what you mean.
That's something I would say.
Yeah.
That's not a you thing. Unless you want to.
No. We're gonna find another. Oh yeah. We're gonna find another way of making money or something. There has to be something else. There can't just be the mine.
I mean, sure, but the mine is what keeps them here.
I know. We'll have to find something else to keep their interest.
Yeah,
There's a whole war out there. There has to be something that is beneficial that they can make money off. That's all they care about. They care about making money off of something.
we have two things in this town, and it is anthracite and lumber. And you can get lumber anywhere. You don't have to squat Kairos Pullman in a small town in the middle of the mountains in Godfell
Well,
to get lumber.
and eventually that lumber will run out too.
You
You know how long it takes for a tree to grow?
know how long it takes? You know how long yeah, no, I don't.
While some of those trees have been there for hundreds of years.
Yeah, but it's also the fucking Duende Forest is enormous. You think they're gonna... All right, wait, that's not the
Not in
point.
our
if they
lifetime,
destroy
but
the forest, we're screwed too.
Yeah, we need to find something else. Maybe we build other things here, or we, I don't know, start a bakery of...
You want to keep Pullman Wrought in Sunburst Falls with croissants? That's your plan? I love it. When do we start?
We have a lot of great bakers in town. Listen,
Can see it now. Sunburst rolls. It's great.
Listen, I'm not that big of an idea, man. I just know how to keep my people alive and keep their bellies filled, their homes warm, and just keep them safe. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Well,
He tried to bring people in tomorrow during the Germany.
what the shit?
I convinced him not
Absolutely not.
to. It's all right. They're pulling overtime
There's
tonight. Which
no
is,
way in hell that I'm missing the Germaning.
Yeah, I know. That's why you did overtime instead.
I know. I'm going back. This is on my lunch break.
Yeah, but you're still getting some money for tonight.
That's that's great because
And
I'm not
stuff
missing Mary's pie.
I understand.
She put 6 kinds of berries in that shit. It's great.
I'm gonna look over to my son and be like, stick to the recipe. Don't divert anything.
Cliff was already going for the icebox.
Don't divert. Just this is your first. This is like, when some of your earlier stuff. Don't change up yet.
I got stick to the recipe.
Stick to the recipe.
Okay. You see his eyes going to the spice rack. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, buddy.
Jeez.
Persuade your son not to fuck up this recipe again.
Buddy, come on. Hey, that's a 21.
He goes to he's reaching for the spice rack, feels your eyes on him, doesn't even look, and goes, turns away from it and goes back to his pie, back to just shaving apples. Look, if you're not an idea man, you don't have to be. You do a lot for this town, but if you're not gonna be the one coming up with the ideas, maybe you should find someone who does.
It makes me feel kind of like a middleman, but that's already what my job is like. Okay.
You are literally a foreman of a
Yeah,
factory.
I get it.
But you're good at it. He
Mhm.
punches you on the shoulder very comically. He's like, pillar of the community, Archer Rhondo.
Yeah.
You got this. Saving us all from devastation and poverty.
You could say it with a little more confidence.
It's all I've got.
Okay.
I think he wraps up dinner and says goodbye to you and Sloan and heads back to the factory. Faena. There is a very large figure following you, wearing a blanket for a skirt and another blanket as a cloak.
Yep.
On your way to town, or on your way to your house. Are you doing anything before you head home?
Mentally running through everything and trying to figure out the best way to not let my mother freak out. And nothing is working. Mentally, just acrobats. And nope, she's gonna freak out. And now there's a little bit of panic that starts to set in. And she's like, Mother's gonna freak out. Mother's gonna freak out. Who are you?
I thought we went over this.
Okay, maybe we give you an alibi.
I don't know what that means.
Maybe we tell my mother a story.
I mean, I was found in a river. That's a pretty good story.
We'll call you River.
Cool.
Do you like the name River?
Sure.
Great. So you're River, and we found you in the woods.
Why not the river where you found me?
Shh.
Got it. Okay, cool. Whatever you say. Mm-hmm.
Woods. Because I would be wandering in the woods
Okay, so my name is River Woods, and you found me in the woods.
No. We have to think of another last name.
Forest.
what's
A tree. I'm trying to help here.
Pine.
Okay.
River Pine.
Got it.
River
Cool.
Pine.
Okay.
River Pine. And you were drunk.
Okay. Is that gonna make your mother like me?
Shit.
In the distance, you do see the tailor shop where your mother owns, that you all live behind.
Let me talk.
That is not a problem.
Great.
You walk up. In the glass display case, you do see very lovely clothes. For set on just wooden hangers. They're not full mannequins, but very lovely, mostly for women. You see, it's a small shop window. Going inside, what does the shop look like, Faena?
The shop is rather small. It used to be like a one-room cabin, so it's got those like cozy kind of vibes on it. But you can see, wooden floors, white walls, the kind of rustic appeal that you would think of when you think of inside a log cabin, with drywall. But I guess.
I mean, it can have drywall.
Yeah.
We're at the right time. There's plaster walls.
Yeah, plaster walls. Yeah. You see an area. You see a back room with a couple of rocking chairs and one very well kept up sewing machine. And you see on the other side of the room there is a little dressing fitting area with a mirror and a little stand, like a little podium thing where people, not podium, but something you stand on.
Soapbox.
Sure.
Platform.
A little
Stool.
Platform. Yeah, whatever.
There is a woman standing on it.
Yeah.
Half elven, blonde hair.
Oh no.
Who is
Oh no.
who's getting what looks like a dress hemmed.
Oh no.
Lovely face, talking to the Furbolg woman, who's on her, like kneeling in front of her, pinning the dress to sew, and they both look up to see Faena and you arrive, and both of their faces just like,
Hello, mother. And
Muriel Hasler looks you dead in the
I
eye,
knew it.
looks down at your mother, goes, I've got to know all about what's going on here. This is fascinating. Hello, I'm Muriel, and immediately your mother stands up and is like, who was just leaving? And like hurries Muriel.
Nice to meet you.
It's like, lovely. Hi, I'm Muriel, and you are, and like hands out as Faena's mother is like stirring her. I was like, don't worry, I'm sure we'll have lots to talk about tomorrow. And hurries her out. Hi, you're late.
Mm-hmm.
You are?
River,
Pine.
Pine.
River on Pine.
River on
River
Pine.
on Pine.
Yep.
River on Pine. And River is just came in from the forest and is looking for a job at the factory and was mugged. And
Was mugged. And they took all your clothes.
All of them.
Lovely.
So I said, we make clothes. So River has agreed to take some clothes on credit.
I don't know what that is.
On credit until they can pay back with money.
Yes. Pay back with money.
Right. Give me a deception check. With disadvantage.
Yeah, no,
because of
duh.
that delivery.
I tried to help.
It's fine. Just Gracie is just vomiting inside.
Oh no.
Yeah, she is the big bad. My mother is the big bad.
Okay.
Love you, Mom.
You have to beat a 15.
You got this.
No, I don't.
You've had
It's on
nap.
the table.
Yeah.
It's on
Let's
the
go
table.
table. Let's go table. Oh,
Gotta roll again.
Oh wow.
That's a 2.
You
Okay.
get worse
Oh.
than that.
Oh, yeah, it's a 2.
oh. Well,
Advantage though.
it's a
It's a 2. On disadvantage.
Oh.
Your mother puts her hand behind River and starts like, can you give us a minute? And starts to put you to the door and goes, nope, you don't have clothes. Faena! And walks out of the door and pulling you along. Closes the door behind her, goes, I don't know why you're lying to me, but the only reason the only reason I'm not thinking that this is a completely shady situation is you wouldn't be stupid enough to bring them in through the front door. So, why don't you tell me what really is going on with this very unfortunate looking figure?
I did find them in the woods, but
Right?
they don't know their name, and they were beaten and bruised, and I took her to Maeve, and Maeve said that Maeve couldn't help them, and so, you know, just I'm sorry, Mother.
Why?
This is just like the rabbit.
Why wasn't that the first thing out of your mouth?
Because Mrs. Hassler was in the room.
'Cause Mrs. Hassler is gone. And then you told me a lie.
I'm sorry.
I don't care. And who cares what Muriel thinks? Muriel is a lovely woman who likes gossip. If
Yeah,
she likes gossip,
that's the point.
then a better thing is to tell her the truth. Instead of some far-fetched story about getting mugged.
Well, now she thinks there's a new factory worker. I don't know.
She didn't hear your story. She just saw you walk in with a strange naked
Right.
person.
You shouldn't have let her go.
You should have come in the back door. If you're bringing strange naked people into the shop.
But they need clothes.
I understand. Look, Muriel loves you, and she's known you long enough to know your guilty face. And I certainly have known you long enough to know your guilty face.
I know.
Which is why I hurried her out before you could say something embarrassing that she would go gossip about.
Like a new factory worker.
Like a new factory worker getting mugged in the woods named River Umpine. Yep, I think she was going to go for that one. Certainly.
Umpine sounds like a lovely name.
Umpine sounds like someone from fucking Jondu.
Yes, Mother.
Come on. In.
Could I have heard all of that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That door's thin.
It was like right next to the
That
door.
door's not thick. Give me a perception check just for
Okay.
winsies.
7.
7?
Straight in one time.
I think you heard bits and pieces enough to get the gist. And as Faena walks back in, by the way, you have a few inches on Faena. Faena's mother has a few inches on you.
Oh shit!
The ceilings in this room are very tall.
Cool.
And as she's like, are we going with River
Sure.
for the time being?
Great.
Great.
So,
So, you need some clothes.
that would be really helpful.
Right. Which, masculine or feminine clothes? Which would you prefer?
I just like start moving around and I'm just like squat down so my blanket almost falls off and I go, pants would be great.
Pants. Got it. Pants and I'll find you a shirt.
Sure, thanks.
Yup.
Cool.
And goes and heads out and in short order is able to come back with pants and a shirt big enough to fit you. And pulls out a pair of very awkward looking boots and was like, these are Torfiel's. They're old. I'm sure he won't mind losing a old pair. We can get some more without too much trouble.
Thank you, Mother.
Thank you. As I I just start just putting it on right there. I'm not going anywhere.
And Sarah doesn't even flinch. Are you okay? You look beat up, at least.
Faena starts shaking her head like, no.
I mean, the nice lady who gave me the blankets also gave me this thing and just holds up the envelope and the spoon. So this helped, I think.
Good.
I might have more, but for now I'm good.
Good. All right. It hasn't taken away all the pain, but it's helped. Yeah. Maeve knows her shit enough to get you a decent painkiller. It's like, right. Do you have a place to stay?
No.
Okay. We don't. But I can talk to someone.
Oh, no.
No, that would be rude. I'm going to impose on Faedan like that.
Oh, I thought you were...
Who were you going to say? Muriel?
Phoebus?
I'm not.
Is
I really don't want to be an inconvenience.
I'm not asking Muriel to put a strange person in Phoebus's room while he is away. That's less funny and more sad. No, I was going to say actually, Cinnamon might have a spare room above the Rising Shine.
Is that a person?
Cinnamon owns a local cafe that's got rooms above it that they sometimes let out.
I don't really have any money, I now have 3 items. 4 if you count the boots.
And credit.
And that.
Right. It's understandable. Where'd you come from before this?
Just looks at Faena, just helpless.
I don't know.
No earthly idea. That's a weird...
Lots of psychic... It's not all right in the head.
Psychic?
Damage?
Lots of psychic?
Damn it. Like, in the head.
Like mental problems.
Mental problems.
Mental struggles.
Again, I feel
got
like
it.
that's rude somehow.
No, I meant like you're having trouble mentally.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I guess that's fair.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't know the phrase psychic.
I don't... Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Yeah. All right. You're going... Look, take... The clothes are fine. You don't have to take them on credit.
I can help out. I can help out if you need something carried or...
Wear
You want a
hair
job?
bows.
I don't know, but I don't know. I feel bad.
I could...
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're looking for a job, the factory is going to be better than coming to the local seamstress.
That's
Sure.
true.
I'm not sure.
Why not? Faena, take her to go talk to Mr. Rhondo.
I will take them to go talk to...
I know how much you love going to P&W.
Oh,
You can take him in the morning. You can crash on our couch. For the time being. For tonight.
Crash.
You can
oh,
sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, sleep would be really nice.
Right. You'll be fine. You can stay with us for dinner and sleep here tonight. And then in the morning, they'll take them to P&W, introduce him to Mr. Rhondo, and maybe you can get him a job.
Did you say dinner?
I did.
My father... Torfield... My father... Torfield? My father, who is Torfield.
Got that.
You should call him Torfield.
How about
Right?
Mr.?
As a full-grown adult, I think you can call him Torfield.
Okay, Torfield.
I assume you're a full-grown adult. If you're a child, I'm
Are you a
horrified
child?
of where
I
you're going to
don't
get.
know.
I don't know either.
It's going to be fine. Torfield, my husband is a good cook. Dinner will be great. Stick around, and in the morning we'll get you set up.
Thanks.
And you stay with the Crimmins for the night, knowing that the following day we'll get you all sorted out.
We got through that.
We got this. The big bad mom.
And that is where we will end this episode of The Worst of Times.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh.
What a game.
Wait.
Cut him.
Oh, we did
Cut 'em all.
Can Archer save his father and his town? What are these strange forces recruiting Tobi? Who's the stranger in the water? And what's going on with Faedan? I'm eager to find out. I'm sure you are too. Join us next time for these, The Worst of Times.